So I watched Deadpool and Wolverine and Twisters on the same day, and it was so good, yet frustrating. Double feature has become a rare occasion for me to watch both films at the cinema, thanks to last year's Barbenheimer trend took me the advantage. I did this 2 times, one of them being Oppenheimer and Barbie, and both Late Night with the Devil and Civil War. Now, on July 24, I did this with Deadpool and Wolverine and Twisters. So let's start with Deadpool and Wolverine. It is the only MCU film to be released this year, and to no surprise, the theater is nearly packed with exciting fans because 1. It's a Marvel film, 2. It's the most anticipated film of the year, and 3. It stars Deadpool and Wolverine. So I watched it, and it was okay. As of Deadpool film, everything is there to promise us an R-rating, action, gore, and profanity-inducing stuff. But somehow, it's already my least favorite Deadpool film. The story is okay, I guess. The villain is already forgettable considering she claims to be more powerful than her twin. Like, she wasn't a big supervillain until the third act began. Especially this Paradox guy. Nothing to say, but because he felt so less interesting than Mobius as a character. The story I can find is a little bit similar to another multiverse film, Everything Everywhere All at Once, because of their implementation to the main leads and one of the main leads making one of their universes to be the worst, but that's just me trying to stretch. It's not that because I hate it, only because of the story. I enjoyed while it lasted, at least for its good characterization between Deadpool and Wolverine. It doesn't take much of a surprise or expect something good compared to the last 2 Deadpool films, because this is more of a fan service film due to some of its surprising cameos. But yeah, I'll take this Marvel Jesus into a fun, cool ride. So many cameos to fill in, mainly to Marvel Fox's characters. Like, if you're expecting something big like the MCU itself, well, this film is more of a Fox tribute to their Marvel contribution, which is a wholesome touch coming from an R-rated film. There are so many vulgar languages they keep using it to make it as R-rated as possible. Like, I don't remember they say fuck so many times in my whole life while watching this film. Well, unless it's coming from a Disney Marvel film. Like, yeah, as a Deadpool film, I don't mind, but as a film distributed by Disney themselves, that's cool. Overall, it was a fine film. Hilarious, amazing action scenes, and cool cameos. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. After watching the film, it's time to go somewhere with fewer people, and that is Twisters. It's already been released last week, and I was able to watch the first film and was excited to see how Twisters can be superior to the first one. And yes, it is. Twisters, a sequel to the first film. Well, not really a direct sequel, but it handles differently and better in terms of story. They do use the device from the first film that can learn more about tornadoes in the beginning to make a connection to the first film. Well, that is all for the first film's reference. Watching this film already, I nearly screamed and shouted whenever intense shit happened, like when I watched the first film. It's terrifying to see those tornadoes coming in, but not as claustrophobic as the first one. But I'll take this as a great natural disaster film, because I never knew I needed a film like Twisters other than all of the Roland Emmerich disaster films and The Core. But I still enjoyed these films, but this one is one hell of a ride and one of the best natural disaster film I have ever seen since Greenland. There ain't no comparison on those two. I'm just saying that this is worth watching, and I love it in all my heart on these 2 films. Sometimes, the romance in this film is kinda messy. Like, I don't even know who is she going with. Like, is she going with Glenn or Anthony? In the end, I think there is an answer. I don't think I enjoyed their music choice because it's mostly country music. But who cares of all that when tornadoes are the main reason I watch this terrifying shit. Overall, love this film. Has intense action, amazing performances, and weird music choice. I'll give it a 7.7 out of 10. And that is it. Goodbye.